mode.
Absent is Commissioner Mills, otherwise full board is present. Chief, turn it over to you.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the Commission. This evening, in addition to our normal course of business, we will have some personnel matters to discuss, as well as an interview for a potential police candidate. So towards the end of the meeting, I would request that we move into executive session to discuss those matters. Just to start off the meeting, last meeting I had briefed the Commission on our accreditation process. We were audited through the New York State accreditation team earlier this year. It was actually October 4th through the 6th. A team of 3 members of the accreditation recertification program came to the department, went through our policy procedure, our records, interviewed many members of the department to determine if we meet and continue to meet the standards of the accreditation. After their assessment, they recommended that we receive reaccreditation. Myself, along with my admin team, drove to Albany on December 8th and attended the Department of Criminal Justice monthly meeting, where it was voted on that the Middletown Police Department does receive a reaccreditation, which is an honor. It's a 5-year reaccreditation certification. Our department works hard to maintain this accreditation, and the members of my staff definitely benefit from it. So 2 of the main players in this whole accreditation process were Sergeant Rich Regino and Sergeant Jackie Welch. So definitely want to, recognize them for their hard work and helping us achieve this reaccreditation. But overall, it's the department as a whole that continues to make this happen. Moving into some new business, the November Police Commission meeting minutes were forwarded to the Commission for review. Hopefully, if everyone had the opportunity to review them, if there's no omissions or errors, motion to accept them.
So moved.
I second it.
There is actually, I noticed today, there is one error at the top. It's the date. I did not update the date, so as long as the Commission's okay, I will change the date from September 15th to November 21st, which was the actual meeting. Other than that,
Yeah, I saw it. No big deal.
all in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Our November statistics for the month, we handled 2,729 calls for service, which was a 10% decrease in call volume from October to November. October, we handled 3,048 calls for service. And Part 1 crimes for the month of November, we had 52 Part 1 crimes, 11 categorized as violent, 41 as property. October, we had 50, so there's an increase of 2 between the 2 months. Part 2 crimes for the month of November, we had 158. For October, we had 134, so we saw, again, an increase there as well. Arrests for the month of November, 176 arrests, which was a 4% decrease over 183 in the month of October. Traffic summons, 286 traffic summons were issued in November, which was a 14% increase over the previous month of 251. Parking summons for the month of November, 392 versus 388 in the month of October, which is a 1% increase as well there. During the month of November, we had 11 incidents that resulted in some type of use of force incident, which equates to about 6% of total arrests. That's a little bit more than what we've seen. We've been seeing about between 3 and 5%, so it's a slight increase in uses of force there. For the month of November, we responded or investigated a total of 9 shots fired calls. 3 of them were confirmed, which I could discuss in detail as we move forward in the meeting, and 6 were unfounded. Out of the unfounded, most of them were car muffler calls, stuff to that effect. Some of them were also related to the hunting season, so that was a little bit of an increase that more than we normally see. Since the inception of the ERPO program, which is the Extreme Risk Protection Orders, in July of this year, our department has requested 33. 8 of them were in November. We continue to take that serious, and just as a reminder, that is the program designed to remove weapons from people's homes and prevent them from purchasing them going forward as well. Moving into staffing. Any questions with statistics, calls? Staffing, after our last meeting, the commission made 2 conditional offers to new police candidates. That was Salvador Rivera and Lisa Grayson. Both of them have passed their medical and psychological evaluations, which was the pending conditional offer. Being that, I am moving with them to have them start their careers with Middletown Police on January 9th of 2023. I think they'll both be great assets to the department. With that, there are still 3 vacancies. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be interviewing 1 potential candidate this evening. With those 2 recent hires, the department's staffing is at 69. Out of that, I have 1 person on disability as of this time. We are also working on 3 additional backgrounds packets for potential new hires. They are of 3 non-certified candidates in hopes of any that meet our expectations and pass the background, potential candidates for hire for the February/March Police Academy. Any questions, discussion, and staffing? Training. Since our last meeting, these are the trainings that the department attended. In-service training for the entire department. This was spread over just over a week and a half. During that, everybody in the department went through training on use of force, TASER recertification, class on hate crimes, a class on legal updates, and a class on incident command. Some other officers attended determining mobile device identifiers, New York law enforcement officers, and the law practices and procedures, drone pilot ground school, legal discovery, the roles of records management, reality-based training instructor course, raise the lower age, basic school resource officer, and then, as I mentioned last meeting, Lieutenant Harga has been accepted to the FBI National Academy, and that begins on January 9th, 2023. He's very excited, as am I. It's an honor to have him accepted into that program. Any questions on training? New programs. Over the last several months, I've discussed with the commission the Lexipol program, which is our policy procedure that we're moving forward with. We have concluded building our policy and procedure. At this point, our goal is to have them implemented by July 1st, 2023, but before they can be implemented, the commission needs to accept them as written, or we need to make changes as requested by the commission. So this evening, what I've brought with me are a couple of documents as well as the whole policy and procedure manual to provide the commission, along with a schedule that if the commission is okay with, we'll work off that schedule moving forward to achieve our goal of July 1st. Doing it in increments instead of all at once, because it is pretty overwhelming. I believe there's 160 some policies. So I'm hoping over the 6-month period we'll be able to achieve that. And again, that's up to the commission if the commission accepts that. So if you don't mind, I did provide the commission with a few documents this evening. One of them is an actual schedule of moving forward through the policy and procedure. If the commission would like to review that, discuss that, if you need more time, and then if that seems like it'll be suitable and we can make changes along the way if necessary or needed, that'll be something that we work off of, but I'm definitely open to hearing the commission's feedback on that schedule.
So in January, this is what we're going to be discussing? These,
So-
your preference, your
So I brought
ethics?
the preference and the mission statement this evening. If you have the opportunity to read them, we could address those 3 tonight to move forward.
Okay.
And then the policy and procedure, I'll actually give you an example. I'll demonstrate how you would review it and how you would move through that process as well. But again, I just want to make sure that that's a doable schedule for the commission. So if the commission would like to review the chief's preface, the law enforcement code of ethics, and the mission statement, we can vote to accept those this evening, or we could table them, whatever you prefer. And then what I would do is I would provide each of the members of the commission a thumb drive with all the other policies on it, as well as a digital copy of the agenda. And I can give a quick demonstration of how that would work. And then I do have hard copies for any member of the commission that would like an actual hard copy and not have to utilize the computer thumb drive.
Chief, you have on a schedule for January, these three items. You want them voted on tonight?
Well, I'm sorry, yes, we could review them and we could vote to accept them in January.
And these are the in entirety? These are not, this is the entire,
These would be the three, like, basically heading pages of our new policy and procedure manual. These would start off the manual, some, very similar to our current manual. They're updated, we put some time into them to update them to meet our current needs, the city's needs as a community, and we feel that these best reflect our department at this time. So I'll leave them with the commission to review. Would you like a demonstration on the way the documents are?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay. Commissioner Vignola, would you like a hard copy rather than a digital copy?
Either way, it really doesn't matter with me.
I don't want to see you have to print all that out.
Oh, wow, you're being very nice to me, thank you.
So it's all
considering you're the senior member of the board,
There's an agenda in there as well.
you ignored me. I said, considering you're the senior member of the board.
I'm supposed to read this whole thing, right?
By the end of the meeting.
With notes.
If anyone else would like hard copies, I could provide them as well.
I'll say digital.
Yeah, I think I'll take digital, too.
I have that as well then.
You were waiting for me, weren't you?
I just wanted to make sure we were prepared.
Yeah, I see that.
So I would provide each member of the commission a thumb drive, which I have with me. When you first open up the thumb drive, this is what you would see. There'd be 10 chapters. On the last item is the actual schedule that I provided you. So, for example, if I could just grab a schedule from... So for the February meeting, it would be all of Chapter 1. So once you click on Chapter 1, it opens up, hopefully, yeah. And then it's one document, I believe, of 4 policies. That's not good. Eileen, why'd that pop up? I don't know.
You broke it?
I did, yeah.
Are you not connected to the internet?
I shouldn't need it. It's there. Okay, it just popped up. Didn't this work a few moments ago?
Yeah.
Did test this a few minutes ago. So once you open up Chapter 1, this is what you would see. So for that February meeting, we would be looking to have these policies reviewed. So it's policies 100 through 104, and as you scroll through here, you'll just see there's 100, and they go right in sequence right through 104. It's a total of 10 pages, Chapter 1, so it's nothing overwhelming. And then all of Chapter 2, which is a total of 8 policies, and part of Chapter 3, it would be 300 through 320. Some of them are a page or two, some are 5 or 6 pages. So again, I just want to make sure that the commission is okay with taking on that many items at a time. They're all Word documents, and then if there's any questions, we could discuss them at the following meeting. Simple enough?
Yes. And obviously, if there's an issue,
I will make sure that I get. If any issue arises as the commission is reviewing them, I will help between myself or one of my staff to make sure that we get you the proper documentation or a new thumb drive so that it's doable. So at this time, I'll give each of the commission members a thumb drive.
Yep.
And any questions on any of that?
Not for me, sir.
I'm good.
Again, I will help any way I can, navigating through that process. I know it is a load of work, but it'll help us move forward and progress as a department. Community events. Last night was our second Youth Leadership Academy graduation. It was held right here in the council chambers. We graduated 15 young adults from our community. They spent 12 weeks with members of my department under the guidance of Sergeant Welch, and basically all of the SROs, Officer Galley, and Detective Rashu, along with some other members that have popped in for different training. Again, great program. Very happy with the way it's progressing, and we hope to continue doing that. And just expanding our reach into the youth of the community and building and gaining some trust with them, learning from them as they learn from us as well. Also on December 7th, we hosted, along with the support of the Recreation and Parks Department, Cops and Cookies at the rec facility. There's approximately 50 youth members of the community that signed up and attended. And it was making cookies along with the police officers, Christmas cookies, and then they were able to watch a movie with the police officer. They watched Shrek the Halls, which is about a 30-minute movie. Great facility, great environment, great response. Again, a very good community event. This evening, I also have some personnel complaints and internal investigations that I forwarded to the commission for review. If the commission had the opportunity to review those and would like to discuss them or vote on them to accept them this evening or request additional processes, I'm prepared to do such if the commission is.
I'm okay.
Okay. I would ask that if we have any discussion about any individual one, if we could do that in executive session, being that it is personnel matters.
Yes.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll save that then. That is basically all I have for the public portion of the meeting, unless the commission has anything they would like to discuss before I request a motion to go into executive session.
Anyone online with a question?
Finding out now. Just give me one moment, please. I'm going to say not at this time.
Okay. So you need a motion to go into executive session, Chief?
Yeah, being that there are no questions from anyone, there's no attendees in the audience, no one online with a question, I request a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel matters.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We'll be moving into executive session at 4:49 PM for the purpose of personnel matters.
Please be advised, this ends the public portion of today's meeting. Thank you for tuning in.